Hey, what's up? Now in this video I am going to show you how to copy my signals. We have the article where I already explained the step-by-step guide, so if you haven't checked that article, please go and do so. For the newbies, make sure you watch this video. It's going to help you. And if you have already been trading, you may want to skip it, but don't skip it because my strategy is different. Okay, my strategy is different, and I am using a new strategy for those of you who have already been trading with me. So you want to make sure that you watch it too. So everybody watch this video. So now I will show you how you copy my signals from my VIP room on Telegram. Now before I send out any signal, I always tell you ahead of time. I always tell my VIP members ahead of time. So just like this. So I will tell you that we're going to be starting our trading session in the next 10 minutes, and then I will share my screenshot telling you, look, I have set my time 3 minutes and you should do the same, and this is the amount of money that I want to use to trade, so you should also do the same. And also look, read this. However, I am going to explain these but not in this video. Okay, I'm going to explain this but not in this video. Now immediately I drop a signal because you have already prepared your account, your broker, so you're just waiting for me to drop the signals following my directive. So now if I drop a signal and I tell you BHD, for example, this is for demonstration purpose, okay, don't take this straight. BHDCNY OTC, I am trading on the OTC market. Now I trade on two types of market. I trade on the OTC market and I also trade on the currency pairs. Now for the currency pairs, I don't trade it daily. I do it like 2 times in a week, sometimes once in a month or twice in a month. So the OTC market is where I trade on a daily basis. I hope you understand and you're following me. Now let's go back to taking my signal. So now I drop a signal and I tell you, look, I am taking BHDCNY OTC. After I have analyzed the market, I drop the screenshot. I share the screenshot with you and I tell you, look, I am going for the downtrend. You also want to make sure that you are taking the downtrend immediately. So now what you're going to do is for you to go to your broker and come over here and make sure that you are taking BHDCNY. I always send out the currency pairs even before I tell you what directive to go for. Now for the directive, it is a downtrend. Now buy means up and sell means down. So if I tell you down, it means you have to go for sell. So now how do you want to put your money? Before you even want to take the trade, you make sure that you are following me. I showed you a screenshot where let me show you. This is a screenshot before you even take the trade. I sent you the screenshot. Look, I am using the 3-minute candles, and of course we are using 3-minute candle, and I put my amount. For example, I'm not telling you to go and use this amount of money to trade. This depends on how much you have in your bank roll. That's your deposit. So I have already prepped everything. Make sure you read also. So immediately I drop the signal, you are going to go to your broker, your pocket option broker, and then you tap in that currency pair. You'll search for it. Make sure it is OTC. We are trading on the OTC market. And then after that, I am going to tell you, go for the downtrend. And then you go for the down, then you click the sell. After you click the sell, you wait if it's going to be a lose or a win. So if now, for example, in the group I told you to take a downtrend. For example, I told you to take a downtrend. You have to take it immediately, not more than a second. Take it right away after me. And once you take the trade, you wait. If it's a lose, you double up your amount and you wait for me. Now let's do it in practical. Now let's wait for the 1-minute candle to finish reading so we can take the the trade. For example, I'm using a demo account to demonstrate this. So now 2, 1, go. It is going up. It is giving a buy trend. So now, in order for you to be on a safer side, so you don't lose your money, if I tell you to take a buy or a sell and you take it immediately and start reading up to like 15 seconds, we have 27 seconds, 26, 25, 24, 23. It's already looking like it's going to be a lose. You come here and then you double your amount, so you can just times it 10, for example. Or if you don't want to do that, if you started with $4, you want to play $6, you want to trade with $6, and then you wait, it's a lose. Now you come back to the group, and wait for my direction. Now look, I told you, catch up, go for down again, you go for down again immediately. So what exactly are we doing here? You're not taking trades on your own just because I told you to take a downtrend. So once you finish taking the first trade and it looks like it's obviously it's going to be a lose, you quickly double your amount so that you can be in some profit. Sometimes we don't even do doubling. Now you go again, another one. If this is also going to be another lose, you just come over here and then you go for $8 because we are not doing times 2. We are not doing times 2. That's why you need to read the money management article. Please make sure that you read the money management article. It is very important, so you know how to split your money, and then you know how to protect your account, know how to protect your funds. So make sure before you start trading that you go through the money management article. And if you have any questions, or if there's any way that you're a little bit confused, always reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you. Now, if that is going to be another lose, because I don't want to demonstrate and then we're going to be in, and then we're going to stay here forever. I don't want to be here for, I am already getting tired. So if it's going to be another lose, if you're doing times 2, you just want to do $12. If you're not doing times 2 like myself, you can just use the 50% of it, and then you go like this. So that was a win. So the amount depends on how much you want to use to trade, and I recommend that you trade 1% to 5% of your bankroll. That is, you trade with 1% to 5% of your deposit. So in the demo account we have $50,000. So what is 1% of $50,000? What is 2% of $50,000? What is 5% of $50,000? That's a recommended amount I'm telling you to trade with. So whatever you want to do, it depends on you. If you want to trade with all your account balance, good. If you lose it, you're on your own. So now this is how to protect your capital. And even with the 2% of your bankroll or 1% of your bankroll, you're still gonna split it. So I split it into 3. I'm gonna show you. So read this. I'm not gonna read all of that. So for the entry stages, I'm using the 20% of my 2% of my bankroll. So I split the 2% of my bankroll into 3 places. The first one is 20% of the 2% of my bankroll. The second one is 30% of the 2% of my bankroll. The third one is 50% of the 2% of my bankroll. And that's all. So you want to split your money into 3 positions. Split your money into 3 positions. I hope you're following. If you don't understand, watch this video again, watch it again, and also make sure that you go to the article where I have already done a step-by-step tutorial guide. It is really going to help you. And if you go through all of those things and you still do not really understand, you can always reach out to me and I'll explain again for you. But I know some people are really really fast learners, and they are going to understand exactly what I am doing here. So what do I say? Once I give you the signal and the directive, if it's a buy or sell, you take it immediately and then you wait. If it's going to be a lose, you quickly double your amount and then you come back and wait. to get this message. Okay, you come back and wait to get this message. So if I tell you catch up, down again, you take down again. And if it's a win, you wait for the next signal. And I tell you that same currency pair, you're not changing this currency pair, except I do that. And I tell you, go for down again. You go again immediately. And then once it expires, you quickly double your amount and come back to the VIP room and wait for my direction. Wait for my order. Wait for my order. And you can see we started with the downtrend, and now I told you, now go for the up. And then you go for the up. If that is a lose after you have doubled your amount, you come back and wait for me. And then here I told you, go for the down. Yo guys, so while I was doing a screen recording of this tutorial, I forgot to put this part. This is really important, especially for people who this is your first time trading. Now if we are taking the first signal, remember we are splitting our money into 3 positions. So if the first one we take the trade and it's a win, and for example you started with $4 and the $4 is a win, and I'll give you another signal with the same currency pair, except I'll change the currency pair. Anyways, if I change it, I am gonna drop it, so I don't think you're that daft to use another currency pair. So if we have, take a victory in the first trade and you started with $4, you don't need to double your amount again. That's why I told you to go back. That's why I told you to look up at the money management and how to take my trades. Okay, so if we have taken victory in the first trade, don't double your amount. Rather, you wait for my direction. You wait for my command, and I tell you, look, I am taking down again. Now you're starting all over with the same entry level amount, that is $4 for example. And if we play and we lose the first one, you do what I told you to do, the catch-up system. The second one we lose is a catch-up system. The third one we lose, don't continue. Remember, it is 3 positions. So you have already used all the 3 positions, and then you wait for my command. You come back to the Telegram group. Emphasis on always coming back to the Telegram group. After we have lost that trade, I will send another directive for you, and I'll tell you I am taking up or down. So now in this case, you don't want to continue doubling. You want to start all over again with the $4, which is originally your entry level amount. I hope you understand this part. So now let's continue. And if that is a lose, and you come back to the channel and wait for my order, and for that same currency pair, I'm telling you that we are going for the uptrend, that I am taking the uptrend. So you want to take the uptrend with me, and then you go immediately, and now we are in profit. You see, that's how you take my signals. Now after this profit, you come back again and wait, except you are done with trading for the day, and then you can go and rest. Now for those of you who are going to be trading with me to the end, you come back again and wait for my order, and I tell you that same currency pair, I am taking another uptrend. And then we take it, and then we are in profit. You come back again and wait. I tell you I'm going for the downtrend, and then you take it, we win it, and then I tell you, look, I am going for the uptrend again with that same currency pair. If you look very closely and you pay attention, please pay attention. I have not changed any currency pair throughout this whole session. I'm still using the same currency pair, and I'm telling you I am going for up. Now let's wrap everything up. Before the trading session, I tell you, we are trading in the next 10 minutes. You prep your account. Make sure your timer is 3 minutes. Make sure the time zone is correct. Not really important. Okay, so make sure the time zone and the money that you want to use to start your trading is already set. So immediately I drop the currency pair, you type in the currency pair, and then you wait for my order. And then after you wait for my order and I drop the direction or the directives, you carry out the command. If it's a buy or sell, you carry out a buy or sell. If it's a buy, you take the buy and then you wait. Before it even loses, you've already doubled your amount. Then you come back here and wait for my order, just in case I am changing from down to up, so you don't trade on your own. Remember, you copy my signals, so you want to follow my order, you want to follow what I'm telling you to do. That's how you take my signal, that's how you copy my signal. It's really easy. It is really easy. So just calm down, watch the video from the very beginning to the end. Also, it's really important that you read the articles for these signals, to take my signals, because I have already done that in a guide. The most paramount thing is for you to make sure that you have gone through the money management. You have gone through the money management article, so you can know how you can manage your funds to protect your capital and know how we trade. That's all. Pretty simple, easy peasy. So that's how you take my signals. I'll see you in the next one.